It's being described as the worst floods in history, as 2 hours of torrential rains left parts of Maraval reeling from floods and landslides. This was the situation at La Ceiba, Maraval, where floodwaters pushed vehicles off the roads, this car sitting on top of a gate. But inside La Ceiba Terrace, the damage was extensive.
So this is the first time that the flooding was so bad that it came into the main house. Because like last year, the flood that happened last year, November, yeah, we got some mud in the driveway, but nothing.
How shocked are you?
Nothing like this.
Robin Edwards and Judy Shepherd, both of Young Power Avenue, La Ceiba, were at a loss for words as their home was completely covered in mud and debris. Edwards told us she was asleep when she awoke to the sound of a loud bang.
The water came down with such force on the street that it busted the hinges of the gate off. The mechanism for the arm is completely bent. It looks like a hook instead of straight. And basically once the gate broke, all hell broke loose.
She recalled that water started coming through the floorboards of her home, and in less than 5 minutes she was knee-deep in floods. Her landlord, Judy, a resident of La Ceiba for 60 years, says she was trapped inside of her apartment.
It was so powerful that all the doors were like sealed. I was sealed in at the back and I could not get out. None of the doors could open, and it just kept rising higher and higher. So we were like on top of the kitchen part.
She lost everything in this flood.
It was bad, like I think it was 2008. It was quite bad, but nothing like this. It just gets worse and worse.
There were many more homes in the Maraval area severely affected, mostly those located near to water courses. Residents say the flooding began just after 6 this morning when the La Ceiba River burst its banks. Crews were quick at work at the river, clearing debris from a low-lying bridge. Michael Budusing of Fred's Hardware and General Contractors told us they volunteered their services upon word of the widespread devastation.
A lot of houses were actually affected, so we sent a lot of hand labor manpower into the actual homes to bring the stuff out to the roads, and then we started to cart away the stuff.
He estimates it will take a few days to clear all the watercourses and remove mud and debris from the roadways. Meanwhile, residents say their homes never fully recovered from last year's floods, and they believe it may take months again to get back on their feet. Residents say they cannot even begin to estimate their losses. For CNC3, I'm Ria Rambali.